Hi, kind of a review, but we're going to go over a lot of important stuff today. So, all 8 creatures, from the Japanese macaque all the way down to Thomas John Lay, General Grievous, Hips, Willie, Prolimerus with head of croc, and lion, purple eyes. So, you get 14, okay? And these are like my astrological creatures. But I don't know how to read the stellarium. I don't know how to use it really. So I'm just going off faith that these all match up. So of course we've gone over all of these, and they have more body parts, of course, but I just shorten it down to fit it all on one page. So now in the Bible, when you look at the garden, okay, it was excellent, it was good, it was so, okay. So I'm looking at the translation of it was very good, was the moist cappened to shomb. That's my whole life, including the sharks and minnows that Paul Begley kind of talked about. It's very different in the UV rays and everything, and that would be kind of a lion, okay? But I'm also seeing the crossing of the 8 character with the horseman types and the heavenly sea beast types of Daniel. So you get a little crossover, but Moise Capin Tishomb, now all of these are the end of his life, okay? So I don't know if these are when we branch off into timelines or what, but just wanted to write all this, and I'll be looking at this more. Then it was good. That's the Sabretooth reference, okay? That's Alfred Shaw. This actually happened and played out when I was in Lexington in early July 2020. It played out, but that was like the finish of it. But it played out as it's kind of like an infinite pit is his symbolism. It's like the will I am hardest ever. The hard representing like Joab in the Bible and like Peter in the Bible. And it's just going the hardest way possible, but it's combined and finished in Lexington, but July 2020, but it's combined with cricket. My videos were as C Rick ETER. So it's like, it's the reference of when you see the hall, then that's when they go to the Area 51. Those guys that are 5 church, they go to the Area 51 then when they see the hall. So, which is like harness and everything. So they're saved. See, they're sealed. But I'm also seeing references of the ones that kneel to the true 6, to the Jews. I actually got on my knees to Jews, not in a sexual way, but I was just so happy that these guys that I had been smoking weed with and like watching Groxt with, or showed them Groxt at the end, basically. I was so happy that they were the descendants of Holocaust survivors when I found that out, that I dropped to my knees. So there is something with that. With like the ones that are synagogue of Satan, they could be the Jesse, the Hookasee. They could be. And then, but they're sealed as 144,000, as the 44 Obama, as the betrayer. Or the 144,000 are the kings that every Hookasee that has a betrayer that's a king, they all go through that and live as Jesus or something to get that, the 6 parts of the mark of the beast or something, the 3 balances, you know. And I've heard that on the radio too, where it's like, oh, you only have 6 more or something to do. So keep a mercy mindset. We're being hit at all angles here, and they're trying to use this COVID-19 as like the divider for it, and they've ramped up all the Michael guys, all the guys that are Yash Kara Michael guys, and you know, or not even Yash Kara, like that altered Yash Kara that's like on the astrological side of Michael is Jesus kind of thing, but he's not. It's all deception, and it's tied in with that Dogon a little bit, but the altered Dogon. So, and I've even touched on that stuff. So, we've touched on it all, but I've seen it now, and like, I got to give credit to, all the guys on the team for what they've done, and I did not know about some of the stuff. I've known just my little part, but I've got my head down most of the time. I don't see it, so, and I'm doing good. Everything's fine. I'm doing good. I got my shot, last week, right when I got back from Michigan. I got my shot for psychosis, so I'm doing good. I got it right at the timeline. They were going to send it back in 1 hour, and I got it right at the limit to get it, which is I'm not supposed to go past 2 weeks without the shot after 3 months. There's like a 2-week leeway after every 3 months. So, but something with that C-Rick ET. So it's like I played those out with all my videos. We played that out every day. That's what we did. That's what it shows. We played it out. And Alfred Shaw is like the front guy for that. He's the front guy for all of them. It's like we just played that out many times, and like a lot of guys are doing that. Like they're seeing that and then going and getting sealed. Okay, so Augustin Munoz Grandes, it was so. Okay, time from Heel SL to Prince Harry Meghan. Okay, that's the Anaconda staff, the Latin name, but also the whole mix of the races thing. We broke the barriers, for royal family and all that. So there is some pride to be had there with all that. But let's see. So anyway, now I just a few minutes ago, look at my hookup here. I got I got the leaf blower, the leaf blower extra outlet here, because this is so important. I wanted to get this down. I pleaded with God for non-poison ivy ending of that Uma Thurman one. Take the kings and put them in their timeline. David, literal, as Korean, the one that we went over for him, instead of symbol play out. Because they won't, and it won't be like their Survivor. Like, it'll be like they just have to play it out as literal in that time frame. That no more of this. People in the flood time, our time, they all lived those lives back then. It won't be a conglomeration of a timeline like of what is forward is past. It'll be they actually go to that. And look at who we went over. Most of them, they're not they're not like doing bad a lot. Like they're not like real poor or something. Like they'll be set up, but they do have to do that. That's what I'm pleading with for God right now. I'm saying change all this stuff from the Dendera chart if you can, and let's do it this way. Because this is what I see happening like tomorrow or something, because my mom is coming back to Las Vegas tomorrow, and I see something going down. And I've been seeing it, but if it's going to be while my mom's there, then it would be tomorrow. But oh gosh. Okay, so why do I say that now? Okay, also, hold on. Let me just read this here. Brock Osweiler replaced Peyton Manning in a game November 2015. Rob Gronkowski went down for other team Patriots. Okay, so the thing is, I could be that Aussie guy that got left behind, because I was smoking and because I got on Groks and all that. I was just, I got off track from the Aussie track. The Aussie track is they don't lay down for nobody. And they do it all by their strength. They're the strong man. We are many, Oz. So I'm just seeing that for what it really is, and that's where you get like a Revelation beast out of the sea 13. That's where you get those, because it's like they don't go down for nobody. Like, that's just, and I I don't really talk about that because it was so long ago, and I've got my head down sifting through all this intel. So now it's Oswald-Ear, Brock Osweiler. Okay, but it's also Alfred Shaw symbolism. Osweiler replaced Peyton Manning, pay, buy or sell, or like betray. It represents the 30. T on. Okay. As he's not on, he's not with the on, which is 7, Jesus's church, which is Ozzy's. So, it says that the demons knew Jesus. So I don't know, Jesus must have turned into a gondola or something during that time, because I don't know how that fits exactly. That could even be some King James, like where he messed up, where King James himself messed up in the deal. So, but I don't know. There's probably some Greek or Jewish Strongs that, gets it. But, so I'm not saying that's anybody's fault, this whole Brock Osweiler, because the Manning, I think it was supposed to be that way because I'm even in the garden mentioned. But if we want to take these 3 here, if we want to take these, and if they line up astrologically, then that would explain why I'm the man or son of man 9G. Okay, so, and I don't have regrets anyway. Like, if we changed the whole Bible, then so be it. But like, it's just, I'm kind of mad I got left behind, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, I would like to be able to go home and be with Jesus in heaven, but I'm not going to do anything crazy to get there. Like, it's all, last night I was shown the degrees in Las Vegas. It was 112 yesterday. Where we should be is 104, and what it was, the record was 1938 year, same day, July 31st of, and it was 115. So, so I was off by 3, I think, with the driving, getting, as we did with the Ann Road, with the survivor-based, getting everyone through the Ann Road, which I don't know why I'm able to. I thank God that I'm able to, because I think what happens is a cop car goes so fast and crashes into you if you don't make it. Like, you're just completely flushed and dead, So, anyway, thank you, Lord Jesus, for helping all of us, all the teammates. I wish we could have gotten the 3 more, but there's some reason for that, that I don't know. So, and, all right, let me go back here to this, because I'm going to explain that poison ivy stuff real quick, if I can. Okay. Now, Grox, Dendera, okay, this is the Dendera chart, okay, I read it because, I did not used to take it all so seriously. I just thought it was like nostalgia to be able to look at it and be like, yes, it shows the rapture 50 different ways, and Jesus revealing the man of sin, and like everything being the sword, and like it's all superhero based for an end time situation that like looks good for the saints and looks good for people on Groxt. But as I've gone through a few things, I've noticed that the whole thing is geared towards the It character and all of his teammates. So what you get, to start it off, you get lots of hair, small right arm. Now, I did have kind of small arms, like when I was growing up and stuff, and like, girls, like a couple would like make fun of me kind of, but I was also like good looking or whatever. So it was like a real, I was like a mixture type. I wasn't like your average teen, and I tried to devote myself to studies so that I could get into a good college and have it all paid for. And that's what my brother did. But I, of course, got off track because I left West Point, and then, I was like Money Monster, that film with George Clooney. So Timid Lexi is the next one. That was one of my first girlfriend, or basically my first girlfriend, but like she's shown on that Dendera chart. It's the timid time of that. And then Pig with Face Looking Back is the next part. Now that would be the Legion was probably, well, you could say the Legion in that sense of like what the stars get or whatever. That was put into me at West Point through the food, because they even show in Harry Potter that like the at that academy or whatever, they feed you like the blood. It's like blood is in the food, and they show that with a creature that eats the blood, so, or drinks it. So now the Pig with Face Looking Back is as leaving West Point but still an Aussie. Then Bishop Above with Fading Batman. That was all like as I'm being persecuted as one of these hookers see, okay? So then Kneeling Woman, Doghead, English Style Hognose Above. Still trying to figure that one out. Penguin Bird in Dress, Longhorns Sun Disc. That was as Paul Walker. They tried to put him in the dress. He's the penguin, which is Beetlejuice. Then you have, I'd like to just believe, like, yes, he represents that Beetlejuice star. That's what he is, and that's how he got through or whatever. So then you have Power Ranger, which I think represents Leo DiCaprio, who did everything for The Revenant, literally, and then Solomon, who's like Nick and that we've gone over. He would be like the Ranger part. Ranger I see as they put you out in the middle of nowhere with a car, and you have to push the car across the desert or whatever with like 2 or 3 other guys, but that's like a Ranger type thing to do. And then Creature Mafia Frisch Balding, that's that Ben V. Okay, everything that was done for that. Then Crawling Strong Back, Legs Supported Back Foot. Okay, so like that's that transitional period of like the Golem and all that we went through, but Crawling as building up the intel on all of our channels. Then Lattice Woman Butt Talk, the Butt Talk as Ace Ventura, but also as that's when you take the deal for the celebrity deal. That's what you go through. You go through your Jesus is the Lord of Hosts, and if you want help from him, then you have to do it how he did it. And he says, you have to fast and do it all that way. I didn't do it that way because I'm not Jesus, and I don't claim to be. So then 33 Back of Leg Speedo Calf. now we're gonna claim it. That's the Millennium Falcon is what I think that is. But that's tied to July 31st p.m. as well. The calf there, 12 or 15 piece. That Mika 5 piece. Okay, then let's see. Now No Head Neck, Sit on Flush Gorilla Box Head Cube Kid Chair. Ghost Film Demon touches neck chin and has head above hand with machete pliers hand and Asian Lucy Liu Futurama underhand. Now take a look at this, okay? Because I don't want anyone to have to suffer. Okay, now it wouldn't be because of me or anything. It would be because wrong place, wrong time. Because all this is going down, like, I found this is a Grox video. It's in my playlist. If you look at the one that it's a little bit longer of a one, and it's from many years ago, and he shows this complete breakdown of the Dendera chart. Okay, then you go to the Mushhead mantle with 2 visible horns, Cody Tier Bulwark, Sun Disk, 8 Dominion Orb. Okay, this is the bottom of the Dendera chart. So what I see is this Lucy Liu Futurama underhand. You don't want that. You don't, and I don't want that, because that means the sacred woman gets caught up with all these guys that are betrayers. You don't want that, because they're the wicked tenants. They're the wicked husbandmen of the parable of Jesus. Now, also, last night when I was mobbing, I was in line somewhere, and this guy in front of me, he was like on the phone, this black guy, and he was like, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. And he got off the phone. Then I looked at his phone, because he was like texting a lot, and it said Willie in his contacts, Willie. And that's people on my team know what that is. Willie is the bad guy of Ghost, the film. And what was the telltale sign? He had a Playboy shirt on. On the back of his shirt it said Playboy. Playboy's the 86, or also the 89. Okay. 89 gematria equals. Okay. So 86 is Psalm 86, which that was given to me. Psalm 86 was given to me whenever I got past the whole you have to cut off your willy thing. Okay? And there is symbolism. I saw that last night as well. There's symbolism for that. That some of the I don't know if they're hook is C or what they are, but and by hook is C, I mean, okay. Now, I don't know what they are, but they cut it off, you know. And that's Born on the 4th of July film as well. They show that. Okay, so now I should not even be talking about all this stuff. Why am I doing what I'm doing? You know, I have no job. I basically work for Jesus full time, doing his stuff. So if you wanna come against me, you're coming against Jesus. Okay, and you don't want to do that. So and that's the thing. You know, some nights I think I could be wrong about all this, and that Jesus is not who his reincarnations say he is or anything, but I don't know. You know, I still believe in Jesus, though. I believe in the story. I believe that he took all the pain. And I agree with Paul Begley in that video that I showed. It's in my playlist, when he says that Jesus took the pain. Yes, he took the pain. He did. So these hookah C's who want to be like, oh, we do it all ourselves, or, you know, God is a measure of pain. I agree with the hook is C. I know what the walk is like. You don't have to tell me that. I'm just saying, don't claim to be better than Jesus or better than God or anything like that, because they were the teachers. They're the teachers of this whole thing, and I just, that's it. Thank you. Have a good night.